Hey, welcome to ACA, AFOL Current Affairs show on our fortnightly show. I'm still bloody newbie at this. Sorry about not being on last night. Had tooth pull out Monday. Still recovering from that. Plus, we had a giant storm roll through the southeast corner. Well, not one, three. So I wouldn't be able to stream last night, guys. So let's get straight into tonight's show. We got Philip One here tonight to keep me comfy.
Hey,
At least he's the only one who really cares about me.
Oh, come out.
So tonight we're going to be talking about Bricklink and how we got the goods and the bads of Bricklink and how it's supporting the Lego community out there, and where would we be without that? So this will be the first time I'm actually going to do a share screen. Let's hope I don't click the wrong button. So, for everyone who doesn't know what Bricklink is a major online Lego market for new and used Lego kits, parts, so Lego kits, parts, minifigures, and also you can purchase mocks. It's been up and running since 2001. It's one of the longest running Lego websites who still sells used Lego from many sources from around the world, places where normally people like me wouldn't have been able to access Lego from. Also finding those exclusive things. Now, Bricklink was basically a creation out of need for the AFOL community back in the early days, with support from Lego back then very limited for us AFOLs. But as years gone by, us AFOLs have found it as our bread and butter. It's our way to keep mocking along. And we're going to dive in and dissect both sides of Bricklink, the good and the bad of it, and show you what people think of it and how it is useful for everyone. So, firstly, we'll do just a quick rundown. Bricklink, as I said, we got the selling part of it. Also, Bricklink is actually one of only two websites what sell Lego. The other one being Lego itself, will actually have its own design program where you can actually design your Lego models. But the only difference between them is Stud.io or Stud 2.0 or whatever they call it now. Yeah, they keep changing the name every time. I think it's Studio.
.io, yeah. .io 2.0.
They've changed. They've created it so that you can actually now create your own want lists and everything to find the products and everything. What actually is good creation. Also, Lego. Bricklink has its own community where you can talk with other AFOLs who purchase Lego as well. Also, you can communicate with Bricklink themselves. Also, you got your marketplace where you can go and buy everything. But on top of that, they do have. Let me just stop sharing that screen for a sec. I'll log in. I don't want anyone to see my login. Log in. Just realised I wasn't logged in then. Let's come back. And is it going to come back? There we go. And also, we have the selling side of Bricklink. As you can see when you log in, if you're a store, you have a Bricklink storefront as well. So you can sell, place or see people place orders, quote, drive through, inventory, all those things. What help people trade, sell Lego online in a very easy fashion. Now, there is some good sides of it, easy access to Lego, but there's also a bad side to Bricklink. Well, a lot of people do not see. There is certain countries out there where you have to be very cautious. There's certain areas of a country you got to be cautious of purchasing from. Plus, you got to watch your shipping prices because some countries are more expensive than more, aka Australia. Sadly, we suffer real badly when it comes to shipping Lego to and from international, unless we score something like Germany, what is like the home of everything to do with Lego through Bricklink. So, yeah. So you got all these different bad things what can happen. Also, we have people who do not know what they're selling. You go watch those. Plus, on the top of it, you go watch people's ratings. They got a similar setup as eBay, where you know what a person's rating is before you purchase from them, and it gives you the chance of looking through that way. But in some cases, newbies don't look at these and stumble into that bad experience with Bricklink. So I'll just firstly, Philip, have you ever deal with Bricklink yourself?
Not I'm not a big Bricklink user. I'm starting to become a bit more Bricklink savvy, I suppose you could say, around utilising it more to find particular parts which are harder to come by. As we say, mock a little more regularly now than I used to. But I think for me, the largest, I mean, and I'm very cautious at the best of times, even with eBay and Gumtree. I'm very much, I like to touch it before I buy it. So I'm always very cautious about jumping in. I think with Bricklink, I mean, if you know AFOLs in the community, I think the way that I've found is if you know AFOLs in the community that use Bricklink, they will always tell you, go here or don't go here or beware of this, and they're very helpful that way, I find. So I've used a lot of their guidance to try and help me when I started looking to Bricklink. It can be very daunting. There's a lot to sort of look at, and there's a whole different host of parts. It's very much a buyer beware space, though, I must agree.
Yeah.
But I think it's just about looking at it, taking the time out, not rushing and being overwhelmed by all the possibilities and opportunities you have, and sort of, I suppose, opening that dialogue of communication to if you're not sure with the seller. So asking questions, hey, what does this mean? You've got this part listed at this price, but this part listed at this price. Why is it so vastly different? And 9 times out of 10, if the seller's worth their weight in gold, they'll spend the time to send you an email because they want to make that sale. So they'll tell you what the difference is and why it's so low. So I think for me, communication is very much a big part of Bricklink, and the AFL community is very good with that. Like, they like to help people out, and I mean, if there's one person that rips you off on Bricklink, you can be rest assured that your name, sort of, if you rip somebody off on Bricklink, goes through the ringer pretty quickly. And a lot of people find out, oh, don't buy from him. He doesn't ship his orders, or he charges incorrectly, or he doesn't package properly. So it's very much a community driven, as you said. It's for the community, and not everyone on Bricklink is, like, stores wise are Lego enthusiasts or builders. Some of them, like a good portion of them, do collect Lego and build Lego, but there are people that are on there purely for a business standpoint, and they don't sort of understand, I suppose, the ferocity that some AFOLs have when it comes to Lego. and the different parts and used versus new and different, like I found that there were like 3 or 4 different types of 1x1 plate with clip. There are 4 different kinds. Who would have knew? But I mean, some people, they get quite pedantic about which part they're doing, especially if they're building like period accurate kits and they want to recreate something that's period accurate. So it's very much like it is a minefield at times, but I just say open your communication, make sure that you're asking questions. And I mean, the only silly question really is the one that's not asked.
So yeah, it's that way. With my experience with Bricklink, like I joined Bricklink back in 2011. Yes, I at first was purchasing through it, but I did sell for a period of time there. Currently been too busy with other things to really get back into it. I hope to get back into it one day. But yeah, no, Bricklink the ways is it's a learning curve. You got to know where to look, how to purchase. And in the case of the rating system, let me just randomly bring up someone. Let's see. Someone who's got something ridiculously low.
Dark side bricks, maybe. Oh no, not ridiculously
No.
low. Rating wise.
Okay. I just run into this random one. As you can see with their system, like you work on the praise system and you work on the rating system. So if I click on the rating system, let's bring this up and show you. This is what the rating system on Bricklink is. It's in similar cases of eBay with its rating system, but it's a little bit more straightforward. You can easily go in and look at a person over a 12-month period. You can see their praise versus complaints versus their neutral. You can see all their previous purchases. And it's one way you can make sure you're making the right decision before you jump into the bandwagon and start complaining that they screwed you over when you didn't read the comments. Like a lot of AFOLs out there who are new to the Bricklink culture do. And as Philip says, communicating with your other AFOL friends out there does help. It's taken me years to get a good network of good Bricklink stores to trust and know and to purchase from. And if you know where to look and where to go, you know how to purchase a good product. And 9% of the time, just by looking at someone's profile and their rating is one way of getting it around.
Good place to start too, Adam. Quickly, just go to the terms page. That's a really important page. I found the terms page up the top.
I can't remember.
So go back to where you were, the page back.
Oh, you won't. Sorry.
And then go to the terms page. Whenever you go to a store, always have a look at their terms. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Don't click on them. Sure. Don't go anywhere until you check their terms.
Yeah.
Because you're going there, you're building a nice card.
Actually, talking about terms, I'll show a well-known YouTube Bricklink store what I know has really strict terms. Where is it?
Because your terms dictate the service that you get.
Right, Victoria.
So when they come through and there's all these additional charges, you always go to terms first. So they might go, there's a 50-cent handling fee, and there's a $1 packaging fee, and we only transport goods by this method. So if you want a package like ASAP and they don't support express post, well then you're just wasting your time building that part. And when you click on that button to say process, and then you find out he doesn't do express, you're sort of I suppose, bound into that agreement by purchasing those parts, even though he doesn't express them, because it's clearly stating their terms.
So this is one of the biggest Bricklink stores in Australia. Straight away, they will. Damn it. Go through and actually tell you All their terms, like this one, tells you all the details, knowing that Australian postage is very expensive and all that. Also, they do list where they're shipped to. If you don't have your settings set right, you can actually try and order from the wrong person, but Bricklink these days actually can stop you from purchasing from the wrong people. Most stores do have minimum ratings before you purchase, and 90% of the time, those are big ratings. One big thing I would say too is when you go into your payment policy, check what their currency is too. Some places will ask for a precise currency, and also look at your banking options and make sure that banking option you prefer, in the case of PayPal being the safest, you've got those options there to make sure that they have that capability there. Other
I wouldn't, for a first time buyer, I wouldn't really be shopping anywhere that doesn't have PayPal unless you've got it on really good authority that they're a really great seller.
Yeah.
Because PayPal is like your security blanket. If it all goes wrong and it doesn't rock up and you're sort of being potentially duped, you can always go back to PayPal and say, hey, I got scammed.
So let's just bring up another one. There's a few out there. Osbricks. Oh, here we go. This is a well-known one. So you go into their terms. Straight away, they're telling you, oh, Australian dollars. And then this one is a little bit more down to details where they show you shipping rates, international shipping rates, countries they ship to. They do have some more advanced stuff through here. Now, this one's a little bit more advanced. This one goes a little bit further. You do have PayPal on site, so I guess that's PayPal here. You do have the bank transfer. Cash on delivery, bit iffy with that one, saying it's personal checks. But as you can see, they have the disclaimers and all that. So the fun of doing things like that. So yeah, 100%. Those are the things you should be looking through. Do not jump into something you see straight away. Do your research. Make sure that the terms and conditions are like to your likings, and in true terms, if you're a seller, make sure your terms are to the liking of your sellers, but are safe, that you have that backup. If something happens, you can prove someone's in the wrong and all that. Talking about along the lines of Bricklink too, is you got to watch the traps of quality of Lego bricks out there. A lot of people out there do purchase products not knowing the people before they are purchasing, and 90% of the times it's silly things as they didn't read reviews. Go through, read any comments in your review phase on their ratings. That is the number up the top. I'm trying to remember if I showed that before. Let's see. Oh, that's my store. Where are we? Market. Let's go back to our Australian store. I'll bring out another one. Let's go random. Oh, Amazing Bricks Brisbane. That'll do. Up the top here, you got the name of the store, and right below it, you'll see this number and a colourful brick. That brick is ratings level. This one's a rating 5 level. Every level of how many comments you get, you go up a rating, and your ratings are classified by color. If I click on it, I'll show you what I mean. So you got yellow brick, what's feedback ratings they have had between 10 and 49, blues between 50 and 99, green is between 100 to 499, red is 500 to 999, purple is 1,000 to 2,499. They call it dark turquoise, 2,500 to 4,999. Orange goes the next level up to 10,000. Dark pink goes up to just shy of 25,000. Tan goes up to 49,000. And violet being the highest is anything above. So anyone who's got violet usually is a long-term seller. I'm not sure I've seen anyone with violet.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone with violet.
Yeah, but don't know. There might be one out there.
Not out there, but
yeah. But then again, a lot of us, we basically only shop in Australia because it gets that way. You need a product now. International shipping takes a while to get to Australia. It can be anywhere up to 2 weeks to get a product to Australia, especially if you go to get it through Australian customs.
And you got to get to a show.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, go through, read these ratings, look at probably in the weekly and the monthly one, because usually yearly is a little bit too old. So concentrate on those two, because yearly could be something old, the problem's been a rise, and everything is fine and dandy. As you can see, this Bricklink store has had no complaints within the last 12 months. So that is what I classify as a safe store to purchase from. You go through, you read other people's comments, make sure what they say is good. Like 90% of the time, people will say fast shipping or it was all packaged nicely or something. 90% of the time, that is true, and the product was but some of the comments you got to watch for. If someone says, "Oh, it looks like it's got smoke damage, sun damage, smells like cigarettes," avoid those stores straight away. Do not stumble into the same problem people do day in, day out. They find someone who, as in the case we said earlier, are not an AFOL themselves. They're just in it for the money. And they are what we classified as the flippers of the brick world. And all they do is buy bulk amounts of Lego, go through, sort them. They don't clean them. They don't check them. They just list them on Bricklink and they sell them to people who are not as knowledgeable of Lego products, and they suck you in. So you got to read these comments, and it's one way of saving you the agony of trying to get your money back. So yeah, that's one phase of Bricklink. You really got to be really safe upon. So let's go back to the front of Bricklink again. So now let's get more in depth into searching on Bricklink. Surprisingly, searching on Bricklink has improved over the years. Simple, let's say a part number. I know that it's a simple brick number. That's a 2x3 brick. We'll come up with it. Come straight up. You know exactly all the information and all that. That is one way of searching. if you know your information. Other way of searching, I find what is actually more easy in my mind. If you know what set a part comes from, what you do is you go into your sets. Let's see. I'm trying to find one I know off my head. Where is it? It's usually down the bottom of this list. Dimensions. Where are you? I think I might have gone too far. There it is. Creator. This is one of the ones I like going in. If you know the set, what you do is I usually go in sort by year release and make it going down. And 90% of the time you can find all the recent sets. So I'm trying to think of a set what's recent. Let's say, where are we? Oh, that's going too far back. Let's just go with the roller coaster set. So CINV, that's inventory. Click on that, and it'll automatically bring the inventory up for that Lego set. So as you can see, it's got all your parts listed through here. So let's say I'm usually sorted by color too. I'm gonna search for a rare part. So this is one way you can find a rare part very easily. If you can find it through the color or remember what the color is. I think it's dark blue, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go by the roller coaster base. So straight away, we've got a number. This number here is the reference number to everything to do with this part. So as soon as you find that part number, the rest should be easy to find. So straight away, I've got this set, but maybe I want a different color. You got access to all colors. And this is one way you can get around the hurdles of trying to ask other people. It's one way I've found many parts in the past. Also, Bricklink has been updated in the last few years to actually recognize official Lego ID numbers, right down to the ID numbers will include color and type. So you can enter any of those official digits and it will bring up the precise Lego part you're looking for. Then you can go down to the bottom here. You can search for an item. It's also got color information and a price guide if you're either looking or selling. So you can currently see what is out there. Going back to items by sale, this is one problem people don't understand. Like I'm looking at this. This is giving me was it the lowest price product, but it's showing me all around the world. I want to see Australia. What's in Australia? So what you do? Don't go to there. Where's it? There's this little tab to the side here that says more information. You click on that, then you click seller location. Click search. Now I can see who's selling them in Australia. And look who it is. Hey, Dan has 4 of them. Sweet. I'll order from it. Or if I want more, there's another guy selling 40 of them. So you can see the product straight away, where in Australia, which store is selling them. And then you just click on the one you want to go and investigate a little bit further. So I've gone into Haytan. Oh, he's got a discount at the moment, so I might purchase from him. And straight away you go up. Oh, talking about purple bricks. He's got a violet brick. So he's got that. Yeah, he's good. He's got 2,445. Let's have a look at what his comments are. It's got one complaint. One complaint.
Not in the last year, though.
Not in the last year, but we can bring up the complaint by clicking complaint. That was back in 2016. And it was a simple mistake. People do, they claimed that something never arrived. It's not always the seller's fault. 9% of the time, it's actually the shipping company they ship with, aka Australia Post. Us Aussies' worst nightmare. Hey, Philip.
Don't get me started. Just don't get me started.
So easily I've worked out. I've even got 2 neutrals, what haven't been recent either. So how long ago was his? So yeah, that was ages ago. So that was over 12 months ago was his last neutral. So yeah, something was sent incorrectly and it got delayed. Another one with no communications. That does happen when someone's busy. But overall, his store has good ratings. I think he just went up too while I was looking. But easily you can see in the last 12 months, he has had good green weight rating across the board. You can see his overall buying versus selling. And you can see how long he's been on Bricklink. So he's been around since 2014. So, and in the theory, Hey10 is a good store to buy from. I recommend him. If Philip was here, Philip too, he would have recommended him too. Also, another little thing, Bricklink recently started utilizing is you have messages like Hey10 has a message here at the top. From the 1st of October to the 10th of October, there may be a delay in packaging and response to orders. So at least then I know that something will be delayed in that period of time. So if you're after something, make sure you read these comments on the top of people's Bricklink stores, because you can save a lot of time and agony. And that is one of the major traps a lot of people fall into. They don't realize maybe he's at a show and is not able to do his Bricklink store during that period of time. He's happy to leave his store open for orders to come in. But if you're prepared to wait, you can purchase. Just note that you won't get response like boom, straight away. So, and there's a lot of Bricklink stores what are like that worldwide. They will shut down for a period of time. They'll actually physically shut their store down. But in some cases, some people keep them open in the way of Hey10's going to do on the 1st of October. So, yeah. So that brings you down to searching how to find something a little bit easier than that. Another side of Bricklink, what in some ways you've got to be cautious about, is their mock side of Bricklink. So mock side of Bricklink is where you can actually purchase someone's design, either just the instructions, or you can actually purchase it with all the parts. In some cases, direct from the designer. Some cases, you can order them from multiple stores. You get your parts. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of designs sitting here for sale. And all these images, part of their terms and conditions, that you have to have a realistic photo of your design and you can purchase it. So let's open this one up. So that looks like that's a rendering of Stud.io. So as you can see, you can download the creation. Sometimes you'll pay for the design. Sometimes you'll get people the design free of charge. Some cases you can even purchase the bricks as well with them. But you have the access of actually having all the parts listed out, so you don't have to do the hard work of trying to find products out there. Also, you can design your own products with the Stud.io 2.0 design software, which is basically a similar setup to LDD, Lego Digital Designer, with a little bit more fancier rendering program behind it. So it's another way of going through. But as I was saying, there is little catches in this. You gotta watch the people you get your model designs from. As we said in the past show, with people stealing people's design ideas, classifying them as their own, have been found selling their products in formats like Bricklink, Mock Store, and all that. So you got to watch that out there. But yeah. So yeah. Whew. So that's almost Bricklink in a nutshell. Other things with Bricklink, you can create want lists if you need a whole bunch of parts. As you can see, I've got a few want lists I haven't edited in a while because I haven't been buying anything. A want list is a way that you can start up. Let's say you're creating a project. You go through, you set up a folder. As you can see, I've got several folders here: station, farm, freestyle, big wheels, showground, tree plants, and then I got a default want list as well. So these are projects I was doing. I'm finished with them now. I should actually get through and delete them all. Let's just go in station. Station was one I've been working on for a while. So I go through and go, okay, I need these parts. You can go through, you create your want list, how many parts you're hunting. You can even set notifications when a part comes available. And it makes you a lot. It makes it easier to know when a product is available, because when a Bricklink store will post up new products, they will ding you saying this product's now available. Or if you go into a store, you can click up the top and go, oh, what does this store have in my want list? So actually, that is a good example. Let's go to a Bricklink store and let's see if I can find something in my want list. So let's try another store. I've been running through all these different stores today. So this is actually one of my long-term friends' stores. So if you want to find something what is in your want list, I gotta remember how to do this. I've done it so long. I think, where is it? I think that's it. No. Oh, damn it.
I'm not that advanced. I just know what I want.
Yeah, I think it's down the bottom actually. Where's Philip when no one? Other Philip, I should say. Damn it. This is the one thing I hate about Bricklink. They changed too much. Show filter. Oh, where did they put one list? Come on, someone in the chat. You know where the want lists are moved again? Used to be at the bottom right at the top. So is I think it was down the bottom. Oh my god, I shouldn't be this dumb. Shows you I haven't used Bricklink.
I thought it would have been at the top.
Oh yeah, I thought it was at the top too.
Up the very, very top. Yeah, when you can go through and you can go. Alright, that's all. Go up. On the side of the bar. On the
On that.
search in the store. Keep going up.
Yeah, I'm at the top. Oh. Guess Philip. Not you, Philip, the other Philip. You probably know where it is. Come on, Bricklink. Where? Yeah, that's okay. It's changed since I've used it last. Again. Used to be as simple as clicking it's usually at the top of the bottom of this one. But it doesn't seem like they got the tab anymore. Oh,
I would have thought but don't take my word for it. I'm a newbie. I'm a Bricklink virgin.
Oh, here we go. What's in it? No. No. Display show. Hide customers. Hide super lots.
If Phil was here, he'd know straight up. He'd just be like, click
on this one around that one. I know.
Quite a Bricklink guru.
And he hasn't been on Bricklink that long, but he knows more than me.
Yeah, he's got a store and stuff, so he'd want to know his way around Bricklink. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there we go. I found it. It's over here. There we go. Want list. Click on that. Let's see what we got. There we go. There we go. I figured it out. So it's actually over here. Used to be over here. Now it's over here. Aha. So this is what this store has. What is on my want list, and I can go through and go. Yeah, I want that. I want that. And when you order a product from them, it'll clear off your want list until you're purchased all the parts you need. And yeah, no, not a clueless. So yeah, no, the want list used to be over here years ago. Now it's over here. So, or you can go back. So you got your feature items. So you got your all items, your newest items, and then the want list is the last one. So this is the one you would want to click if you're trying to find something in a store. So yeah. So after all that, it was on the top of the product side.
Yeah, it was on the top somewhere.
I knew it was there. I couldn't see it there. I didn't see the word want. I didn't see the want one. So yeah, no, want list it can be your friend, especially you're designing something. You spend weeks on the end, like you go, okay, I need a 2x1 brick, with this precise color and all that, and you build up your want list to that thing. And then browsing through stores, just clicking on that want list tab, it brings up what that store has, and you can pick and choose. Yes, I'll get that product. No, I'll get this product. So yeah. So I'm trying to think. Have we covered everything to do with the goods and the bads of Bricklink? Other than shopping cart and purchase, that's simple, straightforward. It's like all web stores online. You do have your front screen stuff. You do have your with stores sales and all that on the front thing. Then you have your straightforward links towards the bottom if you want contact. Cancellation policies as well as something you should read up. Because you can actually get banned or kicked off Bricklink if you do stuff wrong. If you have tips on selling, getting started with Bricklink are there as well. Also to do with everything to do with the mock designing. Other than that, Bricklink is a straightforward website if you look in the right places. So, yeah. So,
Definitely a good tool.
Yeah.
It's
So,
worth the time to invest and have a look around, and it's always good. Like if you ever, like you always see the posts on like Facebook pages. Hey, I've got this set. How much is it worth? And everyone says I'll go to Bricklink. Well, hopefully this will help you understand a little bit more, so you can search. It might be worth showing people the search inventory for looking for sets and pricing for sets.
yeah.
So if you're wondering if not you're getting a good deal,
Yeah.
because that's another thing you can use Bricklink for.
Yeah. Well, on the positive side, I could say to everyone out there, Bricklink is probably one of the more safer sites than eBay. As much as some people say, "Oh, I get good deals on eBay," and that, eBay does tend to drag in those shady people a lot more. But Bricklink, you do have a more open ecosystem too. It's a lot more stricter as long as they keep managing it right. The new owners who have taken over Bricklink, I think it's now coming up to 3 years nearly. I have done dramatic changes to Bricklink, brought it into the modern age, and it has made life so much better. Oh yeah, Douglas says Gumtree too. Yeah, avoid Gumtree. There's a lot of scammers out there on Gumtree. Gumtree is one of the places of well-known people are actually selling products were stolen to order. I know that is a fact. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's a good place too if you want to price a product. If you're selling something, you can go through, as I showed you earlier, you can look up the average price of a set or a product. In the case of the most expensive sets out there, it does help you decide on things. I'm just trying to bring up some.
It's a very powerful tool. Like it's a great tool. Like it's a tool really. You just got to know how to use it, and the possibilities are limitless. Like I do recommend that everyone goes and have a bit of a play with it. Like it's pretty scary to start with, and it's a bit overwhelming, but I think it's just a matter of jumping in, having a go.
Yeah.
And you'll soon find the pitfalls and where things are hidden away. And I mean, at the end of the day, you can always ask another AFOL, and most AFOLs are more than happy to help you with Bricklink, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, and 90% of the time they can direct you in the right directions and the best way of purchasing products. As I was saying before, with if you're trying to sell something, you can go through, find the product you're wanting to sell, and you can actually look up if you have mint in box. You can look at what the price is, or you have an open set. You can look up the price and the way you can sell products if you're like going to a show and that. My family uses a lot for our Lego store when we go to shows. Is we go through, we look at prices and all that. The other thing I usually say people to, when you go shopping at a Lego show, don't go, oh, I can get that off Bricklink for cheaper. A lot of people out there, they keep forgetting about that postage side of Bricklink out there. And a product might be cheaper to purchase from a Lego show than is Bricklink. So when you're looking up a price at a show, remember to put in your mind the average price of postage. And it's a good tier of how much it would cost you to get that same product, what you could get right now, for a little bit more than what Bricklink's average price is. So, yeah, Bricklink in a nutshell. If you don't know what Bricklink is bricklink.com. Just note they do have an age limit, so if you're a kid watching this video, you've got to be over, I think it's over the age of 18 to actually purchase on Bricklink. Under their ruling.
Yeah, I think that is probably about right.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're under the age of 18, you do have to have parent sign up and purchase your products. Also, if you're selling, you got to watch. There has been cases in the past of kids signing up with Bricklink and using fake age as their way of getting around the ordering system. Yes, you still will stumble over the kid out, one or two kids out there who are legit buyers. But you do get young kids, I've heard as young as probably 5 or 6, or probably not even that young, actually bring up 7 or 8, setting up accounts just so they can buy that rare Star Wars minifigure they wanted forever and thought, oh, I can scam it. Hell of a person. Yeah. That's the only other thing. If you're selling, be cautious of ages of people. So 90% of the time it's not that much of a problem. But yeah.
Those cases are really rare.
Yeah. The only other thing I can point out, if you live in the case of Australia, the only other thing that comes into play is customs here in Australia. Yeah, they tend to have this issue of holding up Lego without the right information. And in the case of Lego Australia, have to be forced to set up a new distributing center in Australia, what they did have at one stage and shut down. Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain agony to order from overseas today. So I think that's it. We'll feel like we've covered everything, Phil.
Yeah, no, mate, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, no,
it's not a big bad scary place. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome once you learn how to use it, and I mean,
yeah,
you can get some pretty awesome parts because back in the day when I used to build mocks before I sort of delved into Bricklink, I would go and buy like a whole set just for a handful of parts.
mm,
You go and spend $40 to go and spend maybe $5 or $6 maximum on eBay, including postage.
Yeah.
And I mean, now that I use it, I look back and I think, why the hell did I ever do that? You can save yourself a small fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, it gets that way. I'll just quickly run through Douglas Reckon. Oh, you've been very, very chatty. Sorry, I've been ignoring you, but yeah, no. I see you've had a few bad experience out there with some people to watch. But yeah, no, with customs, GST, I think you don't have to pay it unless it's over a set amount. And I'm trying to remember what the new amount is.
They just recently changed that, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 500 or 800. It's one of those marks. It's a lot lower than what it used to be.
500?
I think it might be 500 now. It might be around the $500 mark. So 90% of the times, if it's a product was coming to Australia from overseas, I think you only pay import tax. Well, it's different to GST, unless some idiot says it's a gift. What some scammers do to get around the customs. But in the case of actual legit, yeah, $200 is quite a safe margin, Douglas. So yeah, is just keeping that safe margin. Most people don't order that much anyway. As long as as long as the paperwork is correct on your parcels, 90% of the times it might be delayed a day in customs. But in the case of big purchases, I know the Millennium Falcon's been the biggest culprit with customs lately. $1,300 set. That problem basically is just Lego not putting the invoice on the front of the box so that customs could actually physically see the products and say, oh, okay, they've paid this much GST, blah, 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 blah. Any problems, contact this person or contact Lego Sales Australia. And that would have fixed the problem straight away. But Lego being Lego, they made it a lot more painful like that. And even lugs have suffered because of these, especially with Lug Bolt last year. A lot of products got held up in customs because of that. And actually, I think 2 years ago, one of the Lug Bolt bulk orders were come via pallets. I think we had it held up in customs for over a month because of some incorrect information by Lego's part. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's today's show all wrapped up for tonight. Thank you for everyone coming along. Nice to see Philip 1 out and about again. Just keep your eyes out, guys. If storms or something are coming my way, I will not be available to do streams usually. Last night, as I said, we had 3 storms in a row hit the southeast corner. I lost power, so I usually don't put warnings out, but if I feel up to it, I'll put a warning out next time, either over on my Facebook page or I might even put a video up if I'm worried that I'm going to lose power at night. We're coming into summer here in southeast Queensland. It seems like we're going to have a rough season this year with storms, so keep your eyes out. There might be delays in the live streams over the coming months. Until then, guys, thank you for Philip for coming along. Thank you for Douglas Brick for staying in. And thank you for being here on ACA, AFOL Current Affairs. As I say, play well and keep on building. Until next week, when we'll do our weekly or fortnightly news, keep on building. Bye for now.